Just drink. I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Film on Tap, where we've got the tap that never runs out. It's our end of the summer episode. It's freaking wild. I can't believe that we're already at the tail end of August. Spooky season's right around the corner. Just saying. And today I am joined by my wonderful co-host, Nancy and Andres. How are you guys today? How are we feeling about the end of the summer already?
I don't like it. It went by too fast.
I'm cool with it.
I know. You like the spooky season.
I love fall. You don't understand.
I know. My birthday's in October, so I probably should be excited, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you not heading out to Vegas again for your birthday?
No, I'm doing that next year, which I told Tom, and I'm telling you, you guys better come out for my birthday next year. I'm turning 40. I'm going to be depressed and in Vegas.
I need people to numb my pain.
Exactly. So put it on your calendars.
So we'll just bring a camera and we'll actually make like a revamp of The Hangover then.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want for my birthday.
I don't know if you, I feel like I don't know if we told you, Andres, but me and Jindoyan, when we were at your wedding, like it looked like one of your photographers was just like going like so fast in a circle and taking photos, and we kept laughing. And so we kept like emulating your photographer. So we kept speed walking around people and just snapping photos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I remember that.
And we literally did the entire like wedding reception, and then we showed each other the photos, and it's just light blurs. And it was like, look at these precious moments.
Light blurs, and then when we got our photos back, there were some of them where we could actually see you guys in the background.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I had to send that.
Oh, I got to see that. We had
That's
such a good
amazing.
time doing that. Oh my God. Like it was just like the best running bit.
Love it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh God, so we need to redo that for Nancy's 40th next year.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, fingers crossed. I find work really soon. That way, I can afford to come out there.
Come on,
Better
universe,
start
make it
saving
happen.
now. Start saving now.
Yeah,
That's
with
violence is
what?
everything.
I'm like,
Oh my God.
I'm like saving now. I don't have an income. We don't get paid to do this show. We do it because the audience really likes it.
We're in it for
We
the
At least
don't
love
that's
of
get
what I
it.
tell
paid.
myself.
Yeah.
Unless anyone wants to pay us to do it.
Please.
Wink.
Yeah.
We're sponsor sluts, so
Yeah.
by all means, send them your way.
Listen, I'll drink a Truly every show if I have to. I'll make that sacrifice.
Yeah, what a twist of the arm for you.
It's just going to be the opening of Wayne's World, or that moment in Wayne's World where he's like, "I'm not going to bow to any sponsor. Here, take some pills."
You know, my stomach hurts. Let me have some Activia. Oh my God. But anyway, speaking of the end of the summer, this is our nice end of the summer episode where we're going to be giving you guys our top 5 favorite movies of the summer. So stay tuned for that. But before we jump into that conversation, there was a big trailer that was released in the past couple weeks where the Safdie brothers are doing their own thing this year, where Benny Safdie's got The Smashing Machine with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hitting theaters in October. But now Josh Safdie's got a movie of his own hitting theaters this Christmas called Marty Supreme, starring Timothée Chalamet. And we've got our first trailer here, first peek at the movie. So what do we think about this new trailer? Which movie do we think looks better? Because that's always a fun discussion to have. Let's start with you, Nancy. What did you think of the trailer for Marty Supreme?
Well, I haven't seen the other trailer, so I gotta do that. to
Really?
compare.
Look, it's
Yeah.
been in front of
Oh,
like
God.
every movie.
Yeah, the Rock movie.
No, I haven't seen
Really?
it. It hasn't been in
Whoa.
front of any of my movies.
I've
Yeah,
seen
I'll
that
go-
trailer in front of so many movies.
I'll go check it
Yeah.
out. But as far as this, one, I had no idea Timothée Chalamet was coming out with another movie, so good for him. After A Complete Unknown, I freaking love that movie, and I think he's definitely still on his path to win an Oscar someday. And yeah, I thought this trailer took a turn for me. I was like, oh, this looks like a cute romantic film about like a poetic writer. He's like in the newspaper, and then all of a sudden it's like, just kidding, it's about ping pong. It's like, what the hell? Never thought they would make a movie on ping pong with Timothée Chalamet. So very, very odd, but it does look good. And Timothée Chalamet is good in pretty much everything he does. So I'm going to see it. I am a little disappointed though. It's not a biopic. I thought perhaps it was. It's just not. But
You do love your biopics.
I know. It's just very loosely based on real events, I guess. But I'll still see it. It looks good.
Okay. All right, Andres, you just watched the trailer, so it should be pretty fresh for you.
Yeah. So far, I think the trailer looks very promising. I love, at least Timothée Chalamet has become like just this force of nature in terms of the acting world. I mean, he's not, is he 30 years old, or he's still under 30 by now?
He's still in his 20s, right?
I
thought so. Let me look it up.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he
look it up
is,
real
and
quick.
he's such a massively talented actor, and like anything he does excites me. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to this one. And that was before I went on IMDb and looked up a couple of other items, which number one, one big thing for me is Darius Kanji is the cinematographer for this, and he's a legendary cinematographer. He shot Alien 3, he shot some of Fincher's movies way back when, the day 7. So like this movie really does have like a really great aesthetic to it. I will say, I think I'm probably going to love the acting. I'm going to love the direction. But I just saw that this movie has my least favorite composer of all time in
That's
Daniel
what's going to
Lewis.
ruin it for
That's
you?
going to ruin it for you?
Yeah, honestly, Uncut Gems, everyone loves that movie. That fucking score is awful. That fucking score for all the other Safdie brothers movies, like that Good Time and some of the other things that they've done, like I don't know why they just keep hiring this guy, and his scores are fucking abrasive, and they don't fit the movie at all. It doesn't even sound like music. It sounds like noise, and it sounds like that electronic shit that like grinding, and like it just sounds terrible. I hate it so much. I wouldn't even count it as a score.
Did you know that before you watched the trailer or after you watched the trailer?
After I watched the trailer, because I went,
Okay. So what did you think going into it without knowing that?
I thought it was going to be promising, and then the thing was, that was the first thing that occurred in my mind. I was like, wait a minute. The other Safdie brother project doesn't have this composer, which gave me more hope for the Smashing Machine. And then I immediately looked up. I'm like, oh, he's in this now. So I'm like, shit, I'm going to love everything else about this movie. But that score is probably going to, I can already tell it's going to downgrade it from like, this could be an A movie, and it's going to downgrade it down to a B for me. I already know.
Imagine you love this score.
It. I think you ruined it for yourself. I think that it's in your head now.
No. Go back and watch Good Time and Uncut Gems. And that's the thing.
This is a new movie.
No, this is a new movie, but it's one of those things where we're like now everyone's like, well, I didn't notice the score, and it's like, you know what? For me, I noticed it all the way through, and it's a fucking god awful score. And Daniel Lupton is by far, bar none, is my least favorite composer of all time. So there you go. And also, I'm a soundtrack nut and stuff like that. And I think. Yeah, I'm a score whore, definitely.
Score
and
whore. I like that.
And it's one of those. And it's one of those things where
you can thank Jim Doyen for that one. He gave me that one.
There
nice.
You go.
That's a good one.
But it's one of those things where, you know, I'm a really big fan of what a score does to elevate a movie and what a score can do to really descend it. And I think Daniel Lupton is one of those people that I just don't like his music at all. And like even so many people who I've talked to about Uncut Gems, they're just like, yeah, I thought I was going to shut off my screener within 5 minutes of watching that movie because the score was so bad. And I'm like, yeah, I'm right there with you. So yeah, the trailer looks great. I'm looking forward to everything else. I just know I'm going to hate that score come December. So there you go.
I really thought we'd be talking about this trailer for like 2 minutes. Look where we are now. I love it.
Nice. Oh God, I forgot that I didn't even talk about the trailer.
Yeah. We still have video.
Honestly, I was just like so like into this passionate speech, but I was like, damn, what did this guy like steal your wife? Like what? What happened? But I like Nancy. I did not know this movie was about a ping pong player. So all of a sudden it became like that montage scene from Forrest Gump, and I was like, oh shit, okay, all right, okay, it's about a ping pong player. But I feel like it definitely has that Safdie brothers vibe, where it feels very like urgent, very like anxiety riddled, where it feels like a movie where you're not gonna be able to really catch your breath. And I feel like Timothée Chalamet, he fits that vibe perfectly, and aesthetically it looks fantastic. And it's just kind of cool to see them both do their own things, the Safdie brothers, of one going in one direction and the other going in a vastly different direction, but still kind of maintaining that Safdie brothers feel. You know, it's always kind of concerning when like a great directorial duo, they kind of just go off and they do their own thing. Because a lot of the time,
I knew you were going to do that.
God
I was
bless
waiting
you.
for it.
God bless you. Yeah, like that. Just that, for example, just like, you know, like where these great teams, they kind of split up and you get diminishing returns, and it's a bummer. I'm hoping that's not the case here, but I do think that out of the two of these, I think I might be looking forward to the Smashing Machine a little bit more, just because it's great to see The Rock actually like act. You know, like where it's not him just playing The Rock. And I just like the vibe of that film. I think that's going to be really interesting. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to this one. I'm absolutely going to see it. Great Christmas Day kind of film. I'm totally in. I love Chalamet. I think he's so talented. So we'll see.
Also,
I'm definitely curious to see which one's better.
He turns 30 this year.
Oh,
on December 27th. So nice little birthday gift.
Look at that. There
for himself.
What
the fuck?
Channeling his Dune there, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway. Speaking of great movies, we're going to be pivoting now to our favorite movies of the summer. There's been a lot of movies released in theaters and on streaming this summer, and this is going to be our picks from, you know, movies that were released between May and the end of August up until this point. So we're going to give you our top five. We're going to give our 5, 4, and 3 first. And then we'll do our 2 and our 1. So these are our 5 favorite movies that we all respectively saw this summer. So definitely chime in the comments to let us know what your favorite movies are for sure. But we're going to get started with our list. So let's start with you, Nancy. Give us your 5, your 4, and your 3.
All right. I will say, looking back, I did not see a lot of movies this summer. So it was a little difficult to narrow this down. And you know what? After the show, I may change it again. I don't know.
Okay.
So my number 5, I have Naked Gun. I love that we have these comedies coming back. It was so funny. It was great. We're just rolling through these, right? 4. Good?
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
4. This may be a little controversial. Superman. I think it was good. It was not great. It was fine as a first movie. I think it's a good setup. I will say that. Great acting, but just more of a setup movie. And number 3, Fantastic Four. Surprise for me. I thought I was not going to like this movie. It had way more heart than I thought it would. The acting was fantastic. The jokes were funny. Which again, it's so surprising that they put the worst joke in the trailer, which is, it was kind of good and bad. Because I was going into it like, oh crap, the humor is going to be awful in this movie. And I was pleasantly surprised. And yeah, Joseph Quinn, I can't get enough of him. So I love, those are my 5, 4, and 3.
Nice. Did you have any like honorable mentions that like just missed your top 5?
Yes. Where did it go? So I think Thunderbolts, I think that was still pretty good. It just missed out. It just wasn't as memorable as a lot of the other movies. Had more heart than I thought it would. F1 was fantastic.
Yes.
Also, that almost made my top 5, I will say. I was stuck between that and Naked Gun.
Gotcha.
Naked Gun edged it out just because I just love that we're getting those type of comedies back. And I feel like we've gotten a lot of the like racing movies in the past few years. And so I think that's what maybe put Naked Gun in the top 5. Also, I liked Megan too. Sorry. I really liked it. I thought it was
oh my God.
Damn, that came out of left field. Fuck.
It was fun.
Megan.
Listen, I don't care if it was a copy of another movie. It was fun. It was good. It was, if you go into it knowing it's going to be cheesy and dumb, I think I liked it. So
I walked into it thinking it was going to be cheesy, but I had no idea what I was going to come out of.
I liked it. And then honorable mention, Nona's on Netflix. It's such a cute movie. Highly recommend that too.
Okay, I like it.
Right.
Andres, how about you, bud?
Before I go into my top 5, I do want to shout out a couple of my honorable mentions because I feel that all these were really great. Probably one of the big ones that one of the big ones that I really want to include on this list, and I was kind of sad that it didn't make my top 5, was Final Destination Bloodlines. I had so much fun with that movie. And again, we've talked about it, the rigmarole of everything death needs to do. And I feel like this one legitimately stands toe to toe with my favorite of the franchise, which is 2. So there's that. And then also, kind of another movie that kind of went under the radar for everybody was Materialist. I thought that was fantastic. I really loved it. Yeah,
wow,
like
Nancy,
I really
I'm shocked you haven't seen that one.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I I don't know what happened over
Get
the
your
summer.
shit together.
I'm gonna go binge watch all the summer movies I missed.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that one is one that's really slept on right now, and I think that's a truly extraordinary piece of writing on that front. But also Naked Gun. I loved a Naked Gun as well. But all right, my number 5.
Didn't make it top 5.
It didn't make my top 5.
All right.
But I really loved it, and I'm actually kind of trying to drag my mother-in-law to go see Naked Gun because she loves those kind of comedies.
Nice.
So yeah, my number 5, and I didn't think this would be on my number 5, but I'm still glad it made my top 5 either way. 28 years later, highly anticipated zombie infection film. It was really great. It was really fantastic. I thought it was a much better worthy follow-up to 28 Days as opposed to 28 Weeks, which kind of felt more like a studio movie. Whereas this one kind of still felt very intimate, and I don't think I was prepared for how soulful the movie is going to get at the very end. And I think it's truly an extraordinary sequel or legacy sequel that I think does everything it needs to do. And it makes me so excited for the sequel, The Bone Temple, in freaking 3 months from now. We're getting
3
there.
months already?
No, isn't it isn't it early next year it comes out?
Yeah, early January.
Yeah, so why'd you say in like 3 months?
I don't know math.
4 months, apparently.
In 4
Just saying, I was
months.
like, we haven't even gotten a trailer, man.
I know. I was like, what? It's like 6 months from now almost. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised that's your number 5, to be honest. I thought it would have been a little higher.
Well, I feel like I know what his number 1's going to be, but we'll get there.
we all know.
Yeah. I mean, come on now.
All right. So, my number 4 is Thunderbolts, and I really loved Thunderbolts. I really even watching it a second time last night. It was one of those things where the movie, I think, only got better with time, and just seeing that group and seeing sort of their temperamentalities with each other and how each of these misfits all work together and all basically deliver a fantastic symphony of different superhero vibes, and just the story of mental health and what's at the center of it, I felt was just a really strong piece. And it's probably just one of my favorite pieces of MCU content in general. So I really, really loved Thunderbolts. And then my number 3 is a dark horse candidate right now, because literally I don't think it got any promotion really at all, and it just popped up on streaming, and that is Dan Trachtenberg's Predator: Killer of Killers. Now,
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. As soon as the active streaming counted, I was like, oh, he's going to go Predators.
Oh, yeah. And again, this is one of those movies that I feel I love it more than Prey, and I really liked Prey quite a bit. And the thing is that, it's an anthology movie that gives us 3 different storylines in 3 different eras of the Predator. So you get one Predator that's in the Viking era, and you get another Predator there that's in feudal Japan, and then another Predator that is hunting in World War II. And it's like, this is everything I've wanted since I was a kid, watching those Predator movies and seeing in Predator 2 where they've been around for hundreds of years. I want to see all those movies. And this is about the closest that we've gotten.
This is the animated one?
Yeah.
Okay,
animated movie.
I still need to watch that one.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, and the fact that this is animated, I feel is a point where people are like, I don't know if I really want to go see that. Absolutely go see this movie. It is on that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse level of the animation is gorgeous. It is the action set pieces are very fluid. It's very dynamic. There's just not enough I can say about this movie. It's fantastic. So Killer Killers is number 3 with a bullet right there.
Very nice. All right.
All right.
Okay. There's definitely going to be some overlap here for sure. So first, I'll do my honorable mentions. Now, one of these is definitely going to get an interesting reaction from Andre, but
Just say it's Superman.
we'll get there. So one of my honorable mentions is Ballerina. I feel like this movie did not get its due in terms of like audience reception. I feel like everyone who I talked to who had seen it really enjoyed it. It got pretty solid reviews and good audience reactions, but it just, I guess, didn't do as well financially as they wanted it to. But this is such a fun action movie. Like, reshoots be damned. I think it was really fun. The action set pieces were incredible. I think Ana de Armas was really fantastic, and I had a great time with it. And I think they used Keanu Reeves as John Wick really well, and they didn't like overdo it with his like cameo. And it's a really fun action movie that I think is like not just some like lazy spin-off. Like, it's really a fun addition to that world. I also really enjoyed Nobody 2. That was really fun. I feel like that was a really fun action sequel that I feel like kind of just bombed, kind of just went to theaters, barely had any marketing, and it's a shame because it's a really fun sequel. Predator, Killer of Killers, absolutely. I thought that movie came out of nowhere and just surprised the hell out of me, and I loved it. And I think Dan Trachtenberg is just killing it with his Predator films, and I can't wait to see Predator Badlands this fall. That's super, super excited for that one. And also, of course, Superman. I know Andres is maybe a little upset about that. Look, I loved Superman. There was a lot of solid movies this summer, but I loved Superman. It was definitely, right, just a refreshing change of pace that I think the character needed. And I've seen it a few times now, and I really love it. It's such a beautifully joyful Superman movie, and I just really love it. Materialists, loved it. I think that Celine Song can do no wrong at this point. Such a great romance film. And also we have Together, which I think is such a wonderfully fucked up horror romance film.
I still need to see that.
It's so good. It's so good. It's such a creative, original movie with amazing practical effects and like great performances from Dave Franco and Alison Brie. They're so good in it. It's such a different film. It's such a fun audience watch too. So I really, really enjoy that. But anyway, those are the honorable mentions. As for my 5, 4, and 3, at number 5, let me bring up my handy dandy list here. We have F1. I think F1 is a fantastic old-fashioned summer blockbuster. Like, Joseph Kosinski, I feel like, has become this really great go-to blockbuster filmmaker that I feel like doesn't get the flowers he deserves. I mean, I think he crushed Top Gun Maverick. I think he did amazing things with Tron Legacy. I mean, the guy knows how to make a great blockbuster film. And this one felt like so old school in the best way possible. Like, it's a story we've seen a million times before, but Brad Pitt and just like the filmmaking here is just so damn good. And like the cliches, they feel like right at home. Like, it's like, yes, it hits a lot of these familiar beats, but it does so in a way that feels very crowd pleasing. And I loved it. It's so good. At number 4, Naked Gun. Fucking hardest I've laughed in a movie all year. Like, I don't remember the last time a comedy made me laugh this hard. Like, I miss these kind of goofy slapstick comedies that I just feel like we don't get, especially in theaters anymore. So to see this one with a crowd, I mean, my crowd was just loving it. And it's the kind of comedy where it's so funny, where like you can't even hear certain jokes because people are still laughing at the previous one. And you just don't get that very much anymore. And it's just such a consistently funny, hilarious movie that I hope we get a sequel to somehow, some way. I just think it's fantastic, and I want more movies like it immediately. And at number 3, we got 28 Years Later. I think this movie was phenomenal. I think that it really kind of was a really great continuation of 28 Days Later aesthetically and in terms of tone. And the heart of this movie surprised the shit out of me. I mean, I did not expect to feel the way I did, especially in that last act, which I think is just phenomenal and is so soulful and heartfelt that it just like, I didn't think I was going to be leaving a 28 years later with like a tear in my eyes. So that was like a very fun surprise. And all the zombie stuff's great. The filmmaking's incredible. I mean, there's like one sequence, like a chase sequence, that's one of the best sequences I've seen all year, that is so unbelievably intense and so beautifully filmed that it's worth the price of admission alone. But I loved that movie. Okay, so now we're hitting each other with the number 2s. Let's start with Andres. Let's start with you this time, bud.
Oh,
you can go back to it. Yeah,
go back to you. You had
there we go. All right. Well, my number 2 is most definitely Zach Krieger's Weapons. And again, this is one of those movies that I kind of ignored all the trailers as much as I could, because I know, based off of Barbarian, that this is going to be something where if I walk in with as little information as possible, it's going to be a delicious treat. And oh my goodness, I did not know that this treat was going to turn into a full course right there, guys. It was so freaking great, and I loved it. And there's just all the way from the tone, the atmosphere, the level of humor, and also the level of horror as well too, is probably one of the strongest that we've seen so far at all this year. And I will say right now, Aunt Gladys is definitely climbing up that Mount Rushmore of 2020's horror villains for sure.
I can't wait to see someone dressed up as her for Halloween.
Oh my god!
You know it's gonna happen.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's coming.
Like, because I'm gonna do it.
Because I got my wig.
There's going to be so many kids snapping branches, right?
Oh my god, I love all the memes with those. With the snapping branches. I think I sent one to you guys where it was like, when I can't find my car, it's like, and they all go running to it.
Go find the car. And also, this movie also re-sparked a craving for hot dogs for me as well. I was like, I need to go. Yeah.
There's a one scene where he brings like 6 fucking hot dogs on the train.
Yeah, remember?
To the husband. It's like, it's such a small part. I don't know why.
Yeah. But for some reason it caught on and became a meme. It was like, because everybody was wondering, there's 7 hot dogs there. Who got 3? Who got 4? And it's like, I just want a hot dog now, guys.
Yes. The biggest question that needs answering in the movie Weapons.
The biggest
who got more hot dogs?
How about you, Nancy? What's your number 2?
So my number 2 is actually 28 Years Later. I absolutely love this movie. It was so good. It's my favorite of the 3, to be honest. I know that's a little controversial, but
hey, that's fine.
This was done so well, and it wasn't predictable. I really thought Aaron Taylor Johnson was going to be the main character, and we're going to get like him throughout the movie. And the fact that it pivoted to now his son is the main character and he's the one kind of taking the lead of like, I'm going to fix things. I think it was just so smart. And I love that you get more zombie and action in the beginning, and then it slowly shifts into a more human story. And to the point where, I was getting emotional. I was not expecting that. And there's 2 just very beautiful scenes. Tom, you touched on it, the chase scene where it's like, the way they shot it was so just good. Like, holy crap. Yeah, like it just looks beautiful. And at the same time, your heart is racing of just like, oh shit, this zombie is going to catch them. So it was just a weird, it was a weird juxtaposition of like 2 things going on in the scene that worked really well. And then, of course, the scene with his mom was just so good.
Don't even do it. Here comes the wonder slides.
It was so good. And then the ending. The ending was just so weird and stupid and crazy. I loved it.
Yeah, it's so good.
And I think it opens a door to the next movie where you're not ending on such a heavy note, and you're almost opening the door to a new universe within that setting. And let's find out what happened to this kid who survived, and now he's a Power Ranger. And it's such a crazy ending. So yeah, I loved it. Definitely my second favorite of the summer.
Nice. Yeah. Great movie.
And going from that and knowing that the kid Spike, all he's experienced in that first movie is nothing but love and kindness in this outside world apart from the zombies. And then I think with the next one, it's especially with the way it ended, it's going to be like, yeah, listen, you got a great first experience. Now you're going to see what your dad was afraid of in this next movie. So yeah.
And I love that they kept the humor in it too. The whole scene where he's figuring out, there's this whole other world of technology and phones and all these other things. That was so all those scenes were hilarious. So I love that they also kept the humor in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really good. And then at number 2 for me, I've got Weapons as well. I love this movie. I just think it's such a wonderfully fun original horror movie. I think Zach Kreger is absolutely one of the best voices in horror now. He's definitely on his Jordan Peele trajectory, coming from that comedic background, making 2 banger horror movies that have gotten this great following, and now people are going to be heavily anticipating his next movie. You could feel it. But this was such a great crowd experience. You could tell everyone was just in like having that same communal experience where we're all trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and it just feels so fun and just involving. And it's just like, especially that last act, everyone was just losing their shit, including myself. It's just such great filmmaking and great storytelling. And it's a movie where like the payoff like felt worth it, like where the slow burn and the mystery actually felt like it was worth waiting for, in my opinion. And yeah, I think Kreger's fantastic as a director. I really like the stories he's telling and the way he's telling them. And it was just definitely one of the best theater experiences I had all summer. And just everyone who I've talked to has had like a similar experience where they just really loved seeing it in the theater with the crowd and just enjoyed the movie overall. And it's a movie I can't wait to revisit. It's a great one, and I really, really loved it. But now it's the moment you've all been waiting for, folks. What is our favorite movie of the summer? So this time we'll start with you, Nancy. What was the best movie you saw this summer?
By far, Weapons. It was my favorite.
Yes,
my number one.
There you go.
Listen, I would rather go watch a horror film than go watch someone do a bunch of stunts or some other things. Yeah, it was just so original and unique, and I was very curious what the second film was going to be after Barbarian, because Barbarian's very much set in. It feels like it's a what do you call it? It feels like it's not going to be rooted in reality. When you go into it, it feels like it's going to be some like mythical creature or something like that. And the fact that it's completely different than what I thought going into it, it made it such a good movie, and keeping the comedy in it. I haven't seen a horror movie do comedy as well as Barbarian and Weapons as well. Weapons was so good. I love the slow burn as well. Like we mentioned in our review, there were some parts I felt like could have been sped up a little bit. But it was such a minor flaw for me. I think the characters were fantastic. The horror was creepy and also gruesome at the same time. The comedy was great. I just think it's just such a good movie. And I love this director. He's very, very quickly becoming one of my favorite directors. And I'm super excited that he's going to do, I think it's Resident Evil.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what he does with that. Yeah.
I have full faith that he's going to do fantastic with this. So yeah, Weapons was great. And I do, listen, my birthday's coming up. I want that stupid Wendy's shirt with Aunt Gladys on it or whatever her name is. That I think Con sent, I forgot someone sent it in the chat, but yes, I want that shirt. It looks so funny. But yeah, Weapons, number one. I think it's fantastic.
All right, Weapons definitely a hitting on this crew. All right, how about you, Andres? What's your number one? As if we need to, to guess.
I don't know. What could it possibly be, guys?
Megan 2.0?
No.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
No, I mean, honestly, it is, here's the thing. Going into the year, I knew that this was my most anticipated movie, and that is Superman, but I had no clue that it was going to hit on me in multiple levels. I mean, just in terms of
hit on you.
It hit on me.
Like, listen.
No, I'm kidding.
Jen would give you a hall pass for Superman.
Oh, 100%. She'd understand.
Yeah. But like this movie, I mean, in so many levels, it was far better than I could have ever anticipated. It was far more deeper than I ever thought it was going to be. I mean, just delivering a story that's just bright and just such a bright, refreshing, and just also just a really hopeful take on this character. And the fact that this movie is centered around the fact that kindness is now just kind of a very foreign thing to people, and that it's now considered punk rock. And then the other aspect too that I really, really loved about this is showing that this is a character who's not defined by his parents and not defined by his upbringing, but just more defined by the fact that good is good and that we need more of that in the world, and just the overall hopeful nature, and just going as far as to inspire those around him to, get over their shit with the Justice Gang in particular, where it's like, listen, they very clearly said, we're not going to interfere in other affairs. We're going to go off and do our thing. And then the very moment that they all see that this one guy made a difference in all these people's lives, that inspired them to basically go, all right, we'll step in and we'll do some good. And like, it's just such a great and such a hopeful movie, and the themes just connect on me so much. And it's one of those movies where it's like, honestly, I wouldn't have thought that everything that was in that movie was everything I wanted in a Superman movie. It was stuff that I always thought I'd never get in the Superman movie. And like David Cornsweet is fantastic as the Man of Steel. Rachel Brosnahan is freaking fantastic as Lois Lane, and seeing their dynamic together and their love story unfold is so natural. And the instant that they're both on camera in the movie, you feel that connection, and you feel that dynamic right away, more so than any other interpretations of Superman. I'll even go as far as to say, even way past the Christopher Reeve stuff. Like, you feel that these two have truly like each other, and they truly connect. So I love that. And also, we can't forget freaking Lex Luthor. God, Nicholas Hoult is probably one of my favorite villains of the year so far. Just the fact that he knows he's driven by envy, and that, you know what, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do because I hate you that much. Like, just such a petty bitch of a villain, and I love it.
We love us a petty bitch.
We love us a little bit.
but again, last thing, Crypto absolutely stole the movie from me at points. And even rewatching it at home, and all the times I've rewatched this movie, it's so hard. Every single time he cries in the theater, and I'm just like, oh God, as a dog lover, and just seeing that relationship and how it builds up to in the very end, where they could not be further away from one another. And then by the very end, they just love each other. And I love that dynamic so much. So overall, James Gunn knocked out of the park with Superman 2025. God, and this to me is the epitome of everything I want in the Superman movie. So number one with a bullet, guys.
Okay.
All these bullets.
Oh, so many bullets. So many bullets.
Gotta dodge all these bullets.
Gotta dodge all these bullets. For me, my number one is definitely a movie I wish more people saw this summer. It's just a shame, but it's also a very hard movie to market, so I kind of understand why it bombed in theaters. But genuinely, it's a movie I think that's had like the biggest effect on me this year in terms of just like the emotional power it had for me, and just really passionate, heartfelt filmmaking. And that for me is The Life of Chuck. I think The Life of Chuck is an incredible movie. This comes to us from Mike Flanagan, who's mostly known for his horror films and his horror shows like Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor. And, he did Dr. Sleep and a bunch of horror films that were really solid. And he's a great filmmaker. So I was very interested to see what he was going to do with this very feel-good Stephen King story, because it's very kind of off-brand for Stephen King in a lot of ways, where it's not like a horror story. It's more of a human story, and Stephen King's done stories like that before, but it's definitely not his, bread and butter. And the way they adapt this short story is just so wonderful. And just the performances are incredible. Tom Hiddleston's amazing. Chiwetel Ejiofor is amazing. Mark Hamill's great. I mean, the whole cast is electric here, but there's so much heart in this movie, and it's such a feel-good movie. I mean, it's a movie that reminded me of like why I love movies and like why they make me so happy, because it just like, it feels like this big warm hug of a film that like makes you feel joyful and hopeful, and it reminds you that like, we're not ordinary, there's so many facets to every single person in the world, including ourselves, of, like where people think, oh, I'm just, a nobody. I'm nothing special, when in reality, that's absolutely the complete opposite. And this movie just beautifully speaks to that. And it's a hard movie to describe to people. I just kind of tell anyone who I want to recommend it to, just watch it, because it's really fun and surprising, because especially watching the first act, you're really trying to figure out what's going on. But then once you get to the second and third acts, it all just comes together in this amazing way where it's an emotional gut punch of a movie in the best way possible. And like, if you just love feel good films, if you want a movie to make you like really just kind of like, it's the kind of movie that you watch and then you kind of like go for a walk around your neighborhood, like with a smile. Like, it's just kind of like one of those kind of movies. And I love it so much. I've seen it a couple of times now, and it gets better and better. And I keep imploring people, see this movie, seek it out. It just completely kind of came and went in theaters. It's on digital now, so definitely rent it, give it a shot. It's so good. It's on digital now, but I'm sure like eventually it'll be on streaming somewhere. But like you can rent it now, you can buy it now on digital, and I think it's coming to discs pretty soon.
Yes, it is.
But give it a shot. It's so freaking good. And like right now, I think it's my number 2 of the year, and who knows where that might fall come the end of the year if I happen to watch it a couple more times. But it's genuinely the best movie I saw all summer. It's the one that keeps like replaying in my mind, and that's had the biggest effect on me. So see The Life of Chuck, people. It's fucking good.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, definitely agree with that. Definitely agree. Definitely agree with that. And like again, like you said, Stephen King is not necessarily known for these very human stories. But then you start going down the rabbit hole, and you're like, yeah, Stephen King wrote The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
He also wrote Stand By Me as well too, which is like
so
one
it's
of the
he's
best
done it
coming of
sometimes.
age.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's one of those where and then it's also just one of those things where I think Mike Flanagan is bar none like on that Frank Darabont level of adapting Stephen King properties.
Dude, he crushes every single time. I don't think he's made a bad Stephen King adaptation yet.
I love Dr. Sleep. Oh my gosh.
I fucking love that movie.
A movie that had everything going against it. The fact that it was a sequel to a Stanley Kubrick movie and people did not seem to mind at all.
But again, that one also didn't do as well in theaters as it should.
I know. It was so good. Oh my gosh, that scene with the little boy when they're like, damn.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
Traumatized me.
It's so damn good. I love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's adapting The Dark Tower as well, which I can't wait to see how he does that.
Oh my gosh,
I can only imagine.
Let's get a redo.
I mean, you don't love the Matthew McConaughey? Tell me you don't like that one?
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss. But honestly, I hope the audience just keeps coming back for more Flanagan stuff because Flanagan is one of those.
So good.
God, he's so good. I can't wait for his Clayface movie, guys.
I know that's going to be incredible, dude. Oh my god, if there's someone who can tackle that, oh my god, he'll crush it. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Now, my big question for you guys now is like, obviously this is a little bit on the spot, so you don't have to frantically look, but is there a movie that's at the top of your list for the fall that you're really looking forward to? Like one that like really jumps to the forefront of your mind?
I feel like, what was the one? I feel like there was one we kept talking about. Now I forgot. Hold on, let me get my little schedule here of movies to be released.
I've got a couple for you right off the top of my head. Right off the top of my head is Good Boy. I'm a huge horror person, and the thing is that a horror movie following from the perspective of a dog.
That dog dies, I'm out.
Listen,
oh my god!
Do not listen. When I was looking at the trailer, I was like, I'm not gonna fucking see this movie. I'm not gonna see it. It looks fantastic, but I don't want to see the stupid dog die.
I feel like I won't see it until someone says the dog doesn't die.
Exactly.
No. And
I'm
the funny,
so frightened.
And the funny thing is that the director has said if you tweet him or if you DM him asking him if the dog lives or dies, he will respond because apparently he knows because he knows that it's hard for people to watch anything that happens to a dog. And also the funny thing too is that the dog is actually his own dog as well that he's directing. So
and that's what I was going to say when I went to his IMDb. His IMDb picture is him with his dog. So I have a little faith that he's not going to kill this dog off, hopefully. But I'm just gonna be worried about this damn dog the whole movie.
Yeah, I feel
like anything with a dog is heartbreaking. You add horror into it, oh man.
Yeah, dude. Any movie that has like a dog or like a cat in it, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to see this one.
Oh yeah, and apart from that as well, the two other things I'm really looking forward to as well. Come on, Predator Badlands. I'm a huge Predator nut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love.
It looks good.
Absolutely.
It looks really
good. Oh yeah, that looks great. But also now, these two movies are not coming out on the same weekend anymore. So now they've been kind of separated. Running Man comes out the week after Predator Badlands.
Okay.
Yeah, that's on my list for sure.
So yeah,
those are the big
I'm
on board.
Oh, Black Phone 2. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's up there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. Yeah, Black Phone 2 is definitely up there. Trying to think. Black Phone, Running Man, Predator for sure.
Mortal Kombat.
I'm definitely interested in. Wait, what?
Mortal Kombat.
Okay, well, that's more so you guys.
Oh, I totally spaced out.
You're not.
I have no horse in that fight. Like honestly, I just like it's just
you have
whatever.
No horse in the fight. Okay.
Yeah, I could care less, but I'll probably see it.
Now all I'm imagining is horses fighting.
Also, even though like we weren't crazy about the trailer, I'm still looking forward to Avatar 2. I mean 3. Whatever.
Well,
whatever.
No. But you said a fall release. That's a winter.
No, the rest of the year.
If we're counting the rest of the year, it's Avatar #1 for me. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll throw Avatar in there. Why not? I feel like I'm also looking forward to the Smashing Machine a lot. I think that's going to be really good. Yeah, like I really want to see what The Rock does there.
When's Avatar coming out?
December.
Yeah.
So,
December 17th, I think.
It's always like mid-December it comes out.
Yeah.
wait, why is this? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see.
I mean, but the other, yeah, I mean, but the other one that I'm also looking forward to as well, if we're also counting winter, Wicked Part 2. Wicked for life. Wicked for good.
Wicked for life.
I don't know. It's a stupid title, guys. Wicked for life. Wicked for good.
Wicked for life.
Oh my god!
And in my head, I just see it spelled like wicked, then the number 4, and then life.
Yes,
Wicked for life.
Oh my god!
Oh, wicked for life. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. Wicked for
man.
life.
Now when we come to review that, that's all we're going to be calling.
Wicked for life. Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Now I want it to be called Wicked for Life.
Yeah.
Hey, let's start up the Twitter campaign.
Alpha, but don't. I'm wicked for life.
Wicked for real.
Oh
my god.
Anyway.
What are you looking forward to?
I think we named them all. There's
I feel like I'm missing
Zootopia
some.
2.
Yeah, maybe.
Fine. Now You See Me. Oh wait, no, that's a re-release. Now You See Me. Now You
No, there's
Don't.
coming out the new one.
Oh,
Yeah.
they are. Oh,
It's in
okay.
November.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out at the end of August, and honestly, I think it could have done well if they released it this week. But
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Oh,
there's
I-
a
okay.
Springsteen movie.
Okay. Okay, there's definitely one big one that I'm really looking forward to, and that is Frankenstein.
Wait, when's that come
God.
out? Why is that
That
not
comes
on
out in
here?
October. Guillermo del
October.
Toro's Frankenstein. That's going to be amazing.
Oh, they didn't do. So the list I'm looking at, it highlights, like it bolds the big ones, and I don't think that's bolded. I think that might be. Yep.
And also on top of that, we got a recent development that Frankenstein is going to have
Yeah.
at least a 3-week
Theater?
limited theatrical release. So
yeah, well, it's probably not
Okay.
going to be playing anywhere near most people. It's probably going to be like in the big cities.
Listen.
Oh, I mean, like LA.
Yeah, LA, and for me, NYC. So it'll probably be playing there if I want to make that trek.
Do it.
Who knows? Where I'm probably going to have to make at least a 5-hour trek to go see Frankenstein in the theater. And listen, Guillermo del
I feel
Toro
like
is
you'll
one
do
of my
it.
favorite directors.
I feel like you will do it.
Look,
Li-
all
li-
Andres
listen.
needs to do is get his Dunkin' coffee that he now can order because I sent him the recipe for one of his favorites that they discontinued, and then he'll
Yeah.
be good to go.
Exactly. No, that
Oh,
looks really, really good.
I
need
can't
to
wait.
see that.
Oh, and definitely on my list is Wake Up Dead Man, the new Knives Out movie from Rian Johnson.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for that. I'm shocked we haven't got any sort of like trailer for that yet since it
Trailer,
comes
something.
out.
We just got like a small like little announcement piece,
Yeah,
but
there
that's the
hasn't been
thing.
a trailer yet. It's weird.
That's the thing with
When's that come
Netflix.
out?
They
Comes out in I think November, or December,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it comes out in November. That's also the reason they moved up the season 2 how Wednesday was halved into 2 seasons for season 2. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, 2 parts for season 2. Like they were supposed to release Wednesday in November, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, well, we have the Knives Out sequel," and then right afterwards Stranger Things finally finished up. All right, Wednesday you premiere in September and in August.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There you go. But let us know in the comments like what are your favorite movies of the summer? What are your most anticipated for the fall/winter? And of course, what you thought about that trailer from Marty Supreme. Definitely curious to hear your thoughts on that one. Get typing down in the comments. Let us know. And before we head on out today, let's let the people know where you can find find you guys on the interwebs. Andres, how about you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as Galagos. You can also find me on Letterboxd as Galagos. And also, finally, the Metal Gear Solid 3 retrospective that I did with my buddy Steve Cravens is up on the High Voltage YouTube channel. And I'm really proud of that one. It's a little long, but you know what? It's a perfect prep for Metal Gear Solid Delta, which comes out this week as well, too. So go check that out. And also go check out Cinemojis as well too, our mutual buddy Joyen. I'm still putting the final touches on the next episode, and I can't say who's going to be in it, but it is definitely a fun one, guys. So go check that out over on Cinemojis.
All right, Nancy.
You can find me at PL_Bandaid on Twitter and Instagram. Of course, you can find me here in the comments every once in a while over on Cinemojis. Go watch me beat these two knuckleheads in the biopic match. Bam.
Okay. All right. I see how it is.
All right.
All right. And then you can find me on Facebook and YouTube at Chattelbash Reviews, Twitter and Instagram at Tom Chattelbash, and you can find me on Letterboxd at T Chattelbash. Thank you guys for tuning into a brand new episode of the show. We hope you enjoyed it, whether you listened to it or you watched it. We appreciate you tuning on in, and join us for our next episode of Film on Tap, where we've got the tap that never runs out. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.